I am running a little low on sugar. This is a turbinado sugar. Anyways, we're gonna make some bullet coffee. We got our blender here. I'm looking for our mug. Hang on, let me go get that. Good morning. It's like an overcast here. All right, we're rinsed out. We got our mug. A little tired. Oh, this is all cleaned out. Okay. This is our own fresh coffee. This is Sinatra, molly.coffee.com. Again, you're probably going to be able to make like 12 to 20 cups, depending on how much grounds you put in, for $23. Okay, we got some grounds in there. You can get whole bean too. If you like to grind it up yourself, you can do that. But all grown at high altitudes, which is actually the best way to grow coffee, because it's colder up there, so it cements in that flavor. Yeah, so next thing I do is fill up this 20-ounce mug. It's stainless steel. ReallySassyStuff.com is where you can get this. I think this one's like 50, but it lasts for so long. So I take this and I fill this up. All right, and then I pour that in. So you got yourself a mug, got yourself some coffee. Of course, that's the only thing you're gonna have to like keep buying is coffee. I broke it down to maybe like $40 a month. You're gonna be spending $40 on this coffee. So not, I think at like just a few coffees out, this is gonna pay for itself. So make sure there's nothing in here. There's a little in there, but. And again, you're going to smell the coffee when you order it through the mailer. Just hit this twice. We got coffee, and then we'll blend it up in this right here with a little bit of sugar and some cream. I'll start building that now. This is what I do every morning, and I'm just trying to educate you so with bullet coffee, you're going to get a slow burn and no crash. You're not going to get heartburn either. When I drink like Dunkin' hot coffee, I get heartburn. So when you drink this, you won't have that, and you'll be able to go all day without crashing. Maybe you might need something later, depending on how difficult your job is. You might need a little pick-me-up later, and you could make another coffee. But I usually do one in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock. I did have some pizza like 2 days ago, and I only had some waffles. Maybe I'll have some this morning just to. This isn't even open. Again, any kind of cream you want. Some people like a flavor. I know that, like a flavor cream. Probably not good for you with the sugar in it. This coffee, you're not going to need a lot of sugar. Where if you buy in a store, like when you're out, right? A lot of stuff gets overground, so it becomes bitter. When you overgrind coffee, which we don't do, it gets a burnt flavor, and it becomes bitter. And then you put a lot of sugar to mask that flavor. Sugar and cream. So then you're really just running off sugar, not running off coffee. We have an actual coffee flavor. So when I don't put a lot of sugar in this, I just taste the coffee. I don't go, ugh, this is bitter. We don't over roast. You look it up. Starbucks, I think Joffrey's over roast. I don't think Dunkin' over roasts. And then they'll just say, oh, it's just a burnt flavor. That's our flavor, is burnt. They'll like, they'll put it back on you, like, oh, you don't know coffee. I'm like, it's burnt. No. That's just our flavor across the board. Okay, thanks. That's why they sell you $7 drinks that are filled with 11 cookies. Like a lot, you can look it up. It's like 11, I think, the 15 cookies. Maybe it's less. Maybe it's like 3. Maybe it's 5. I don't know. All right, we got the coffee brewing. Oh, I'm tired. I did sleep. Though. I'm gonna do some waffles just to have something inside of me. Again, we just make these to stay up. We do a lot of lives throughout the day, so we do like 3 lives a day, just like a check-in. We're not here to have like a huge audience. We're just here to educate. Yeah, these are just some Eggos. Nothing amazing. Oh, maybe people like Eggos. I don't know. I probably shouldn't eat wheat, but I feel like gluten-free stuff is sometimes, I don't know. So again, I don't put a lot of sugar in here, just enough. I do need more sugar. But with our coffee, you don't need a lot of sugar. You're just going to get the taste of whatever coffee, we have hazelnut, things like that. So this is Sinatra. We got Uganda, which is grown in Africa, Uganda. Sippy Falls, 3 waterfalls. Starbucks grows there as well, but they don't have the fresh flavor that we have because they overground. They don't care. They just want to save $1 or $1. That's why they call themselves Starbucks. All right, this looks done. Okay, so last thing I need inside of here is some coconut oil. You can also use Irish butter, but I use coconut oil, which is good for you. It's good for you. So I take a little bit of coconut oil. This is how you're going to get that frothy flavor or frothy top. So I put a little coconut. That's probably good. I just half of that. Okay, so that's there. And the great thing about this mug is it's going to keep your stuff hot. Yesterday I went from like 7 to noon, and my coffee was still kind of warm by noon. It was still hot. So then I put the coffee in here. Oh, I gotta twist this. You want to put all your stuff in first so the coffee isn't getting cold. So I do all this stuff first, and then I fill up this as much as I can. I pretty much put all of it because you're going to be able to fit the 20 ounce. That's why you should get a 20 ounce mug or more for your coffee. So you're getting more coffee. That brewed a whole cup, a whole pot on just a little bit of grounds, and then you have the coffee there. I mean, it was a fair amount of grounds. You don't want to go, you probably could reuse ground. I don't know. I think that's when it gets over roasted, when you use it multiple times. Okay, now I gotta plug this in. We're gonna grind this up. Here, I'll pull it back here so you can see. This is just Magic Bullet. All right. Don't blend it too much. It might get cold. So now we have it. There's our coffee, bullet coffee. Or you can call it like butter coffee. And then I just pour. Boom. All the way to the top, pretty much. There's a little froth in there on top. You might be able to see it. That's our bullet coffee with our own mollydogcoffee.com. And then this lid is great because it's not like a flip lid. It's just like a little opening. So when you're ready to drink this, yeah, there it is. And again, I don't do any bitter taste. You know, with some of this over roasted stuff, when you go to drink it, you go, and you add more sugar to mask the flavor of coffee. If you like coffee, you're gonna like mollydogcoffee.com. I did put the link down below. Let me get like a plate for these waffles. But every morning I show you that first sip, and I show you that I don't make a bitter face. And there's not a lot of sugar in here. I could probably use a little bit more sugar, but I don't. Because I don't do a lot of sugar. Same with our waffles. I don't even put anything on them because they still taste good. Let me see if I can do this where I grab everything and the camera. And then I just go in. I go into our living room area. We chat. And we talk about whatever. Good morning. I got a new chair coming. This is an older chair that I have to sell. A guy might come by today. I don't know. He wrote to me yesterday. Facebook Marketplace is weird. People say, hey, I'll take it. And then they don't respond. Whoa, that almost fell. We got our coffee. Cheers. Good morning. Good morning. I might just put on some classical or just some calming morning jazz. No power. I need to plug this in. Yeah, I did a live stream yesterday. Played some NBA 2K. Still not great at it, but we did hit a bunch of threes. There was a lot of threes. We hit a few. I don't even know the number on that, but it felt like 5 or 6. I'm going to put some music on, just some, I'll go to YouTube if I have it on here. I'm using 2 different iPads. I'll probably sell the third one because I don't really use it. We'll put on some sort of jazz. Here we go. April, spring jazz.
You write the words. What if you could hear them as a song? Go to suno.com, switch to custom mode, and paste in your lyrics. Then describe the sound. I'll go with soulful R&B ballad.
Okay, here we go. We got a little jazz going on this morning. It's Thursday, I believe, or it's Wednesday. Maybe it's Thursday. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm a little sore. Yesterday morning, I threw up from some pizza I ate too much, and then my stomach. Your stomach is very small. Your stomach isn't huge like people think. And then what happens is America sells you these supersized items, and then you just overeat and overconsume. And it's the sugar and the salt that's getting into your body as well and keeping you addicted to keeping you going back to get that food. Not saying these Eggos here are good, but if I put a bunch of sugar on them and salt, I mean butter, which is salt and butter. But I am feeling a little better this morning. I hope you are well on this Thursday. I'm trying to change the background picture of my computer here. Here's a cool picture. Is that our town? I think that's our town. It's like a fall image. I want to see if I can stretch it. There we go. That's cool. In this area, I do love fall foliage. It's very beautiful. I'll show you. I am getting back to nature. I'm not a wedding photographer anymore. I was that for many years and charged top dollar, a lot of money. I think our top wedding we ever did was $5,000 our first year in 2007. 12-hour wedding I did. A lot of the other ones were a few, $1,500 to $3,000. I'm gonna try to set up like a calm hour on our radio station, honestblueradio.com, from like 5 to 6, I think. Yeah, it's overcast today here in town. I think yesterday was that way too. But we just got a little jazz this morning, drinking our coffee. The chair that I'm getting, it's got lights all around it. It's kind of like this one, like black and red, but then you can change the colors. So you'll see when I'm on here, you'll see the colors. So it's like $120, I think it was, for the chair. And then I think it has a massager when you lay back, which I have a problem with sitting forward too much. And then I have other chairs over here that are, and we do have the TV here and the TV there. So you can play at different areas, and then the bedroom has a projector. The projector is kind of shit though. It's only like $30. If you're gonna get a projector, spend like $100. If it's on sale, great. Get it. Make sure it's like a big one. And I just threw a big one out that was a few years old. That was actually really good. It was like $100. The one I just got is okay. It just, the screen isn't filling the wall. And then I have another one that's like cheaper, I think, and it's just blurry. It's very shitty. What you want is like one that has like a remote that has like an auto tracking or something. This one has like a little dial. Maybe we'll go for a walk today, I don't know. I'm gonna delete some of these messages. Oh yeah. So again, it's just coffee. You can add as much, sweetener in there if you want with our mollydogcoffee.com. We definitely need more of this music on our radio station, just very jazzy and relaxing. So we have most of the systems ready to go. We have PS5 here. We have a 360 that can get hooked up. One of my favorite systems. I do have an Xbox Series, not a Series X, but an Xbox One, like the white version, whatever they called that. So I don't have a Series X. I don't even know what's going on with Microsoft at this point. I heard they were shutting down, but might be wrong. Sorry. Had a few more minutes here for you. Try to do this every morning just to say what's up. See how you're doing. So I know people are at work and stuff, so they can't really stop by, and that's fine. That's why I do a later show and then sometimes an afternoon walk. So it's sort of like a full day of you get what, like maybe an hour and a half of me talking, chatting with people. We have all of our comments turned off pretty much on our videos because we get so much hate for, even if we just put out good stuff, we get people that tell us to give up on life and stuff. So those would get deleted anyway. So that's a majority of the comments we get. It's just like people that come in and tell us to stop trying. So that's why we have the comments turned off on a lot of our videos. One person started on Instagram telling us to stop, and then they went over to YouTube. It was like a huge thing, and they're like, I figured you blocked me. I'm like, what do you expect? Rudeness is going to get blocked everywhere in this 2026. Nobody wants anyone to be rude. That's called bullying at this point, you know? I have a little bit of a headache, I feel like, from not eating a ton yesterday. I would like to get like this, like on a little stand. But I gotta wait for some money to come into the PayPal to buy some. I don't really do any credit cards at this point. I just do whatever's in the PayPal. But I don't remember what else needs to get upgraded in the studio, but it's getting there. I got about 6 more minutes for you. I do half an hour, and then I think the gaming streams are like 40 minutes. Because when people go to watch these back, most people don't even have a minute. So we have shorts for them, and then I have longer videos. I'm doing some voice stuff now, just talking about stuff, and then we have these lives that are longer. So that's pretty much what we're going with at this point for content. Shorts that are like a minute or less, then longer videos. The chatting, just my voice, is like 5 minutes to 10, and then these are the 30 until 40. I don't think I'll do an hour ever. No, I did do an hour. I did like a 2-hour the other day with music. A lot of our stuff isn't even tagged. I feel like that's the better way to go. This one was tagged, so you might be better off not doing a hashtag. we'll see how it ends. I'm gonna end a little bit early. Enjoy my coffee. I feel a little bit better. MollyDogCoffee.com, free shipping, all fresh. Don't over roast like other companies, so you're gonna taste that fresh coffee flavor. And you don't need a lot of sugar or cream. As you see, every morning I take that first sip and I don't go, ugh. It's just coffee. It almost tastes like you put a lot of cream into it, but you didn't. Anyways, hope you are well. I'll talk to you later today. Peace.